Morning, good afternoon, whatever it is. Okay, so today we're looking at 8574 Martinsburg Road, Mount Vernon, Ohio 43050. This house is located right off of Martinsburg Road. It's in a highly wooded area. It's right by the country club. So, the driveway is going to be kind of possibly problematic getting in and out of depending on this grade. I don't know how bad this grade is here on the road. The house is pretty far back in here. It's completely invisible from the road. So that is what it is. You're not going to get wind or anything. But if like the dogs would get loose, like there would be no finding them. They would just be gone, like just woods. Okay, so the house itself. Um, Driveway appears to just be stone. Doesn't look like it's terribly well maintained, even for stone. So that may be something you're gonna need to look at. The woods looks like it's been timbered at some point, or at least they've taken some trees out. They've thinned it out around the house. You can see some tree stumps here and here. So we need to find out if there's like a timbering agreement or anything that goes along with it. Alright, so we go inside the house. Super neutral, super like 70s, just screams 70s all the way around. These windows, you need to find out how long ago they were put in. If they are not like super energy efficient windows, like your heating and cooling billets are going to be insane. Like with these, I mean, they're giant glass. Like they're going to let lots of heat in, lots of cold out. They could be potentially problematic. They don't have any pictures good enough for me to tell if they're like newer energy efficient windows or not. So you're definitely going to want to find that out. Floors, pretty standard run of the mill, like basic hardwood. Looks like maybe even like a pergola. They're not terribly old. They appear to be in good shape. This house looks like it might have been like a summer house or something. It doesn't look terribly lived in. And like where they have like some of the TVs, like the TV is just sitting over here, like on a coffee table. It's really strange. Doesn't seem like this is like a house they lived in all the time. So this is the first of at least two fireplaces I've saw on the property. So it has some fireplaces. They appear to be live fireplaces. I don't know if they're wood or gas. So you're going to need to find that out, if they're functioning, if they've been maintained, if the chimneys have been swept, stuff like that. Track lighting, find out how high this is up the ceiling. Is this something you guys can change the bulbs in yourself? If not, if you did end up with this, I'd recommend getting like LED light bulbs, something that's going to last, 10, 15 years to put up there so you're not, dicking or trying to change those lights all the time. Okay, so we get to the kitchen. The kitchen is the first of like the serious bipolar, like WTF, what is wrong with this house? Okay, so the main cabinets over here do not appear to have been upgraded, touched, anything since the house was originally built. I didn't check the others when the house was originally built. Based on like the architecture and design, I'm going to say in the 70s. The stove top is super dated. The stove is straight out of the 70s, maybe like early 80s. This is old. I mean, this is probably instantly like pull out and replace if you plan on ever actually using it. I don't even know if it would be safe to use at this point. Like, I don't know what the wiring looks like or anything. But even if you did, it wouldn't be energy efficient. It would cost a fortune to run it. So, the microwave is newer, which makes me think they probably, like, once again, I think this was a summer house. I don't think they used it. Coffee pot's newer. Obviously, that wouldn't be staying. Now, here's the weird part. This center island has a new faucet. It appears to be granite, like legitimate granite, I think. Really nice deep sink. Little eating area, like with raised up here. The center area is super nice. Breakfast nook over here. It is what it is. I mean, some people like breakfast nook, some people don't. I mean, that's preference. It's easy enough to remove. Apologize for my son in the background there. He's being a little chatty Cathy. So here we have a better shot. So this is that center area we were talking about again. We can see the really nice deep sink here, the newer faucet, brand new like stainless steel dishwasher. So this is all really nice and new. There's a deck or a balcony here with an entryway. There's several entryways in and out of the house. So here's the here's breakfast bar in the nook. So you can, watch the deer outside your window. Okay, it's got this nice like center beam here. It's probably not actually structural, but it's still nice to have. It looks good. Once more of these track lights, they look like they're 12 feet off the ground. So keep that in mind. The door casement's weird because it's brown, white, brown. That's really kind of a strange design thing. I don't know why you would paint this center section white and leave, because I didn't do it on this one. So this one's all brown. On this one, we have brown, white, brown. Really strange. Okay, so it looks like we're in like the main section of the house. This is the living area, giant windows. There's the beam. This is a supporting post here. Some really nice lighting effects here. These stairs go down to the basement. Now, from what I can tell, this main floor is actually the second floor. So, yeah. You enter the house, it appears to be like on the ground floor, which is really the basement, depending on which part of the house you're looking at it from. So we've got a nice little office area here. Good size ceilings. It looks like an okay size space. Same floors throughout. Still have the baseboard trim. Okay, the baseboard all the way throughout. Calls the doors and everything. It doesn't quite match the window trim. Like the color of the doors and the color of the window trim doesn't quite match. So, that's kind of, it's what it is. We have a bedroom here. This is the master suite. You can see the ensuite here. So king size bed. You can tell it's a king because it's got it's two twins. So it may even be California king. So it's a huge room. It's got private balcony access right off of there. We have legitimate forced air heating and cooling, so we don't have to worry about baseboard. It is carpeted in the bedroom. The bathroom is not carpeted though, which is good. We have recessed lighting here. Just maybe some track lighting. I don't think there's any other lighting in the room. Yeah, it's all that recessed lighting, so that's kind of, if you guys like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. The ceiling does appear to be textured as well. So I know you guys have just had a huge mess with that, so be aware of that. So here's the bathroom. I really like this little chandelier over the bathtub. It definitely gives the bathroom personality. That's what's creating this like nice pink effect back here. The walls are not actually pink. It's just because of this light. The black stuff around here, laminate, I guess, is what that is. I'm guessing it's just an attempt to match. They put marble on the sinks over here, black marble. So they're trying to pull that together. I think it kind of looks weird, but it might be okay in person. So you got a separate shower here. Nice tinted window, like glass on the shower. So looks like a good setup. Lots of natural light in the bathroom. I mean, I guess you can get away with that when you're surrounded by acres of woods and nothing else. So you've got his and her sinks. You've got a makeup area. Great lighting in the bathroom. I mean, this bathroom is really, there's nothing to complain about with this bathroom. Like I said, nice countertops in the bathroom. Newer faucets. Nice high quality stuff. So they didn't skimp like when they actually spent the money to upgrade stuff. So here we go. Here's another sink. I don't even know where that sink is. Like, this bathroom has 3 sinks, maybe? I'm not 100% sure. This might be... Oh, I know what's going on. So there's a separate little area just for the toilet. The toilet's in its own little space, and that little space has another sink on top of his and her sinks in the main part of the bathroom. Okay. Sorry. It's hard to just off the pictures. Okay, so here is a guest bedroom, probably. It has... It does have parquet floors, which is personal preference, whether you guys like them or not. The nice thing is they don't show dirt because they like have mixed match pattern. They're pretty easy keepers that regard. So whatever. I mean, it's a guest bedroom. It's pretty basic stuff. Never mind. It's not a guest bedroom. There's a door in it. I don't know what this room is supposed to be. I don't know what it was supposed to be. I'm sorry, guys. This house is laid out really funny. I would really need to see it in person, but obviously I can't. I will point out, I'll show you guys here and also on the other doors, there is already an alarm installed. Or at least there's door alarms installed. I haven't saw any glass breaks on the windows, but I mean, those are small in the corners. They wouldn't really show up in the picture. So I didn't see an alarm panel, but yeah, so I mean, at least it's partially wired. Here's the walk-in closet, which is the size of a bedroom. Walk-in closet is huge. So here's the master bathroom again. So here's the main entrance. Now remember this main entrance, because we're going to see it from the outside later. And hopefully that'll give some context of like where everything is at. As far as this, but here's your alarm sensor here. We have the weird color thing going on again here, though. Like, this is darker than the trim around it. And it's not enough that it looks deliberate, it just looks sloppy. So we have this nice tile floor here. I don't know what's going on with the floor over here. I don't know if this used to be covered with something, and they removed it, but there's definitely something going on there. It's not necessarily bad, it's just the picture doesn't show what's going on, so... yeah, check on that, figure out what's going on there. Okay, so here is the second... here's the second fireplace. We have a lot of these stone walls. They're probably faux walls. They're not really stone, like all the way through. Oh, I'd be surprised if they are, but they could be. Another TV. This is like a second living room. I mean, this is like right off of the main door. Like, main door goes there, and then we're into this room here. So, it's like a foyer. I don't know. It's like an informal sitting room. It's a strange space. It's a usable space. I mean, I'd imagine you guys would actually use this as probably like your living room, but I don't know. It's just strange. Okay, so now we're in the basement. But the basement, I think, is the floor that you enter off of from most places on the property. So it's the main floor and the basement-ish. The second floor is the main floor, and the basement is a main floor as well. It's... oh, yeah. I mean, if you guys go and see this, it'll make more sense. Like, I kind of understand what's going on, but it's hard. Like, I can't really show you in the pictures. So the fact that the stairs are part carpet and part hardwood, I find really odd. I don't know if, like, it's just the landing is hardwood, or if from the landing up is hardwood and then the bottom is carpet. Like, yeah, it's an odd choice. So we have two different colors. We have two different floors here. Once again, we have these really light pine, pergola type floors, and we have an older like golden pine for the trim, and then we have a fake walnut. Like, we have a pine stand with like a walnut, or like an early American here. Like, I mean, this house desperately needs an interior decoration overhaul, but I mean, structurally everything seems fine. It's just a little funky to look at. So this is another huge bathroom. I assume that this is in the basement, since the pictures previous were in the basement. I can't say for sure. This looks like its primary guest bathroom. Like, not like if you had like guests actually staying, or like if you had kids or whatever. Really nice tub, walk-in shower. The counter looks big enough for his entire sink, so although it's only got a single. Not as much natural light, just one window. Looks good. Toilet's just around here, like over this like pony wall in the corner. Towel goes there, which is a strange location for the towel bar, but they put the window there, so it was kind of where they had to put it. Although the door would open and cover the towel bar, so strange. Okay, so this is definitely one of the 4 bedrooms. So we have the master, and then this is the first confirmed guest bedroom. They're obviously using this as an office space. Super sparse. Once again, it goes back to me thinking this is probably a summer house. It's got nice carpet in it. Doesn't look very well used. Um, yeah, I mean, their furniture choices are strange. Like, there's like 3 pictures on the wall. Um, but yeah, it's a usable room. Okay, so we've got another bathroom. Full bath. This one's definitely the smallest we've had yet. This bathroom appears to have carpet on the floors. So that could be something, yeah, that could be a concern. This is definitely a basement bathroom. But I mean, it's got nice tile. Like it's got this like subway tile, like for the bath or for the shower. Good size, like a shower. The blue toilet. Hey, whatever. You guys are into blue toilets. That's great. If not, toilets are like $100. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so here's the laundry area. So now we're into like more of that whole like this house has a huge bipolar disconnect. So we have these really nice front load platformed washer and dryer, like high efficiency washer and dryer, really nice set, great. And then we have this like straight out of like 1972 lime green Formica countertop with this like terrible sink setup and these cabinets that look like they came like out of a Sears catalog circa like me being born. So once again, we've got that bipolar disconnect here. The floors, tile, whatever, it's fine. The grout needs a good cleaning, but I mean, it's fine, it's functional. Okay, so this is the main door to the house, which appears to be in the basement. So this house is laid out really strange, guys. Okay, so here we go. So the house essentially has 2 living rooms. It has a living room down here, and it has a living room up here. The kitchen is definitely up here on the second floor. The garage is definitely on the basement, which we'll see in a minute. So here's another doorway into the property. So this is the one that goes into the kitchen. Here. Okay. So this is the driveway. Going out here, comes up. Great. So we have this little platform. This goes to another door. I don't even know where this door was inside. I don't remember seeing it. I've looked through these pictures like 10 times, and I still don't 100% understand the house. But we can talk about the exterior of the house. This looks like there's a lot of debris on the roof. I would definitely get that checked. Check all the gutters. The gutters are probably just clogged full of crap. Make sure you can get cable. You are not going to be able to get satellite signal out of this like freaking forest. So if you cannot get cable, you're going to end up with like maybe an aerial and getting like one channel. You're not going to get a satellite to get hardly anything in here because you're not going to have clear line of sight to anywhere. Okay, so I think this is the garage / wine cellar. Yeah. I always put my wine cellar in the garage. It also has a sink and a closet and ladders. This might just be unfinished rooms. We may have so many rooms we have unfinished rooms. Hey, they worked at Cooper. So this is a Cooper Bessemer. So, yeah. Interesting. I wonder if they're like an executive or something. Oh, they have a grill. So we have a hot water tank. The hot water tank seems pretty small for a house this size, to be honest, but once again, I think it was a summer house. I think there was 1 or 2 people living here during the summer. They have a rather large live trap here, which means they probably have a problem with like they have had a problem with like raccoons or something like that in the past. So here's the garage, and then here's the main door again. The main door that appears to be upstairs but is actually downstairs. And there's a door here, and then there's a garage here, and then there's a balcony here that doesn't have any supports going down. And then there's an overhang over this door. And we have this yellow brick here, and we have this wood siding here. The wood siding needs repainted. And then we have this just like weight concrete here. And we have the driveway again. And more driveway. And a breaker box. Pretty standard service. Nothing like really of note there. So here's the washer and dryer again. So we have... Okay. So we have a saltwater water softening system. We have this blue thing, which could be an RO system. And we have a hot water tank, and then we have a dehumidifier. Right. Hang on one second. We're going to go back a couple images. So this house has 2 water heaters? Because this is a totally different room. And that's a different hot water heater. Okay, guys. This is a lot of house. It's because of the way it's laid out, like having like, it has like 2 main floors. That makes it really hard to like figure out what's going on where. The house has a lot of really amazing features. Like it's super open floor plan, it's not terribly old. You know, obviously the views are amazing. But it has some weirdness. You know, like the bipolar kitchen and just like the non-matching colors and... So, yeah, I mean, let's look at some more of the specific details. I mean, it's 4 acres, so I mean, it's pretty much all wooded. I mean, it says the bathroom's been fully updated, but I mean, that one has a green toilet, so I mean, that's kind of shenanigans. Has a new AC, heat pump, water tank, water softener, and even new appliances. It obviously does not have all new appliances. It has a new fridge, a new washer, and a new dryer. The stove top and the oven are ancient. So, keep that in mind. So it does have a security system. It has 2 fireplaces. I found them all. Yay. It has every flooring type imaginable. I apologize, my son's about to sing. Okay, so it has a garage, a 2-car garage attached. $2,000 a year tax. Whatevs. That's about right. Square foot list. Interesting. Single story. Okay, I was hoping it was going to say when this house was built. Oh, it's built right here. 1876. Okay, so I was close. I said 74. Yeah, and I mean, it shows in places. Even from the pictures, I mean, obviously I could get it down within a couple of years of when it was built. Is it a craptastic house? No, not by any stretch. It's a beautiful house. I mean, its location definitely increases the value. It's right across from the country club. The country club owns a ton of land. Like, you're not going to get a lot of development going on. It's on 4 acres of wooded land. You definitely need to find out if it has, you know, what the timber arrangements are and stuff like that for the woods around there. So, as far as the price tag goes, I think it's probably actually pretty reasonable. I think it's pretty grounded in reality. Just because of the location, it's 4 acres, it's just outside of town. Does the house need some, like... Could you move in the house tomorrow and live there? Yes. Absolutely, you could move in tomorrow and live in this house and be fine. It definitely has some, like, cosmetic stuff going on inside that you guys probably want to fix over time. Like the kitchen being like half updated and just, some other random stuff like that going on with the kitchen. And just the rest of the house in general. I mean, like having multiple colored trim is just, it looks tacky. It looks bad. It looks like it was, done by amateurs. So, obviously, like you don't want that when you're talking a $300,000 house. At the same time, if all that stuff was done, given the location of this house, and it presented a little nicer, I mean, I think that, this house could realistically be on the market for $350,000, even $400,000 if it had a paved driveway, cleaned up some of this weird stuff, and it presented a little better. I mean, I think the presentation is keeping this house in a reasonable price tag. I mean, obviously 300 is a lot of money, but it's 4 acres where it is. Like, this is a pretty good price for what you're getting. It's, 2,800 square feet. You guys are going to have to decide, though, I mean, does the funky, like, 2 main floor layout work for you guys? So, apologize. My dog likes to bark at shadows. She rubs her 3 brain cells together and gets a spark. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, you know how to find me. You can send me a private message here on YouTube. Alright, remember to like and subscribe, hit the little bell for notifications, everybody. Have a great night!